Hello everyone. So, as we have discussed the concept keyword, now we will be going to implement. So definitely, uh, these are the points which we have to implement to check the keyword concept. So we will be first going for to create a namespace, and then we will be creating a VM by using CLI or web console, anything we can use. We'll verify the VMs and discuss few points. Then we'll expose the required ports. Like as of now, I'll go for port number 22, which is SSH over TCP/IP, and port number 80 for Apache, where we will deploy some HTML Apache application, index.html. As of now, simple application I will deploy. We will set up the connectivity, user management, and key basically to access the VM how we generally do. From the sysadmin point of view, sysadmin always prefer to have access the server by using IP. So as we have discussed, the keyword is actually a VM, which is not actually a VM, it is a pod, and pod is serving a VM service. So you are actually going to access your pod by using IP. So you can consider it is a VM, which is basically you're going to set up a you're going to access the uh, access that VM via IP. So that arrangement we will be doing it. So let me take it here. So uh, OC login hyphen U, uh, admin is the password. Red Hat OCP here. I'm least bother about the password because it is a lab environment. So uh, API OCP4. OCP4 is my cluster name. Example.com 6443. So I logged in here, and it is a OpenShift environment, and completely if you see here OC versions, and we have a client version OC client, OC means OpenShift client 4.16, and server is 4.16. Customize is 5.0, and Kubernetes version is 1.29, and API URL is basically this, right? I'm just giving I'm not going into detail, but I'm just giving an example. So if you go for this NS lookup and this one, it is basically a utility machine. If you go here, utility node, and in that utility node also you have OCP, and these all are the points basically which we have used for to build up this cluster, right? And here, if you refer uh, this file, so this file where base domain is example.com, and your cluster name is OCP4, and based on that you have initiated a kubeconfig file. And if you see here server, your API URL is API API URL will be something like API dot cluster name dot base domain, right? And 6443. Here your cluster name if you see OCP4, and your base domain is example.com. I'll just say example.com. Example.com. So if you place with respect to your API URL, API dot cluster name is OCP4 dot example.com, and it is listening on 6443. So this is the one LSOF hyphen I 6443. It is listening here. That's the reason we go for this, and this is a HA proxy which is here. HA proxy, HA proxy, and if you see here, this is the configuration which we have done with respect to HA proxy, where the traffic will come to first with respect to your API level communication. Kubernetes API OCP4 level communication will be, it is coming to this IP, right, which is our utility IP on this port. It will be routing towards this master node, right, because Kube API is sitting there in master node only, or running in the master node. So that way here basically you can consider, and let me come back to the main point. So I logged in as a admin, and it is a token based authentication. So OC who my hyphen T, it is my token, and I can get the web console, show console. So I have this console basically, and I can open this console, web console. So I'll log in here also, and if you see OC version, it is basically we have discussed it is 4.16. So one more important point I'll show you. It is a 5 node cluster, three master and two worker node. Now I'm going for to create a namespace, right? To create a namespace. So what you will do, you will go for OC new project or create namespace. Anything is fine. So we'll say NS HawkStack. Okay. So this is the project which I'm going to create, and automatically it will take me here, and we have this project. If you see in this project, nothing is as of now. OC get all, nothing is there. We have just a warning only with respect to deployment and virtual machine instance preset, right? So now I'm going to create a virtual machine first on this. So what I will do this time, I'll use web console, and I will log in here, and already I have logged in and saved the credential. It helped me to further go without typing it, it is saved. So I'll take you on virtualization operator also we already have deployed. I'll go in virtual machine, and I'll create a virtual machine. That virtual machine also I'll be going to create in this namespace which we have just now created. I'm going for to create a virtual machine here, right? And from template we can go ahead, and as of now you can take any template. I'm taking VM RHEL VM9 template, and the name of the server I can set up what all I want. Like suppose as of now I'm in Phoenix data centers, then PHX I can use, and I can say uh, it is PHX node uh, 01. I can make it, right, and we can go for 30 GB of disk, and I am mentioning here customize virtual machine, right? Customize virtual machine. When you say customize virtual machine means you have an option to go here in the script, and you have an option to edit this, right? Edit this one. So you have your cloud user which you are not using it as of now, and you will say uh, Unix ADM, Unix ADM, and you can say Red Hat. We have just given a password, and it will apply. So it will be saved here. And one more thing which I can do it later also I can do, but I have an option to do it from here. I can provide my you can say uh, file also where I'm keeping my password. So I can go for public, and I have already done, so it's showing me in that manner. When you do, you can go in your system and you can make it. I need to create a secret because this is very sensitive information, and definitely we know that secret is used for what purpose. So I'll say SSH key secret and save it. So this is what we have done with respect to a script. Disk wise also you have an option to attach a disk, and you have as of now this disk also I don't want to use this one because might be this disk is not from that proper storage class. So what I will do, I will just go for to edit this. So here I will not get a chance, I will not get an option to change that one. So what I will do, I will just go here, and you have an option to delete this. So I am deleting this one. So what I need to do next, I need to attach and when I'm attaching a disk, I'll say root disk, okay, and it is 30 GB. Source we can say your PVC, your ephemeral disk from URL, right? So source from URL I'm making it because disk is not having any operating system. So you can go here. We have placed the things. So I'm giving here and I'll go for paste here, paste here. I'll just remove this one and I'll go here. So this is the location where you will be able to get the you will be able to get the images. So these images we basically will be able to set up here. I'm setting a rel9 image. So rel9 is getting downloaded, not required to download anything. You can right click and you can take it forward. You can go for right click and copy link location. Once you have done the things means you have a option to store here. So you have this. So from the image we are able to build up, we are able to set up this, and you have an option use this only, and your interface should be like this, and I can scroll down. I have an option where I will be using a storage class. The storage class which I have, I'll be using a RBD only, but virtualization layer. And if you go for this one, automatically your you can say read write only, and these all things will be ready. So you can apply these changes, and you have an option to set up this, save this one. So now I have saved this. I can edit this one because one thing I have not done that I need to do it is I need to use this disk bootable, right? Then only things will work out. So I am doing that one and saved. So this is a bootable disk now, bootable, and what I will do, I'll go for to. I have an option to create many other things also, but I can go for to create this. So I can go here. I will have I have a YAML file for this one, which I can download and later can modify this. And as of now, I'll go here and create a virtual machine for this. So I'm creating a virtual machine, and this virtual machine is getting created. If you go here, that is what we need to make sure that what we have done basically. So OC get pods, pod is getting created. As of now, this is the pod which is we are using it here, and it will be created. It will be created uh, in sometimes we need to check here how it will be. So it is doing a provisioning because I have not used a I have changed the you can say disk also because it is doing a provisioning of the disk, and I have given a URL. From there the OS will be deployed. So it will take few seconds, and once it is done, then the system will boot from the local disk. Local disk means where you have deployed the operating system, and then it will come up. It will come up, and then we will verify how the VM will be deployed, right? So let's wait for that. Mm, if you go here, we can verify. Launcher pod came up. Okay, when launcher pod came up means CDA also deployed. Uh, OC get VM also deployed, and VMI, which is actual VM instance, which is also deployed. My server name is phx node 01, right? And now, even though if you see here, VM deployed here also. See, VM is getting deployed. Even though you have an option, Word CTL console, and we can focus on this. So the console is coming up here. See, it is also very nice actually. Interface they have built up very nice. So either web console or either CLI console, both the things you are able to take it. How system is booting up, that same way it is showing here. So I have deployed some SSH things. So that is also now it is giving me a logging prompt. I have given I have given. See, if I'll go for root login, I don't know what is the password, right? So I'm not sure whether, yeah, it is allowing me. I created something like Unix mon and sorry, ID Unix mon. So Unix mon is the ID. I can go here and I created one Unix ADM. I created, okay, Unix ADM. That is also basically, you can say, Linux ADM. That is also created, and it is having a sudo entry also. See, it is having a sudo entry also. So if you want to disable direct root login, you can disable it like that. So now, what is the even the user Unix ADM, right? So this is what the VM you have deployed. Let me, for to come out from here, control uh, 5, you will come out from here, and OC get VMI. This is the VM. I can create a service also, and to create a service, what you need to do, you can go for to create a service. In place of this one, you have something called PHX, PHX Phoenix node 01, and then you will be having this. So I'll go for to make this label. Label is set up. Pod I'm calling it. So I will go for to call this one. So I'm able to see this outcome, right? Now what I will do, I will go for to explore or to explore this to expose the service, and here we will be going for to expose this. So this is what we have done, and if you go here further, this is what you have done. Port number this we will be going to expose. So as of now there is no service, okay, service. As of now there is no service. Headless service, fine, that's fine. I'll explain you why it is like that. So I will go for to implement this expose port, and name of the label is basically this, and then you have option to create this service. If you are creating means you have created this service and port you have exposed here. What I will do, I will just go for to apply these changes, service level changes, and now OC get SVC. So this is the IP which I will be using it, and what I will do, I'll go for Linux ADM at the 8 this, and I'm able to log in to that node, and if I go and deploy, suppose if I'm saying etc yum dot repos dot d, or I want to check how many you can say files are there. So we don't have. I can do one thing. I can copy exactly, because this is also my release only 9.4. So I can go for etc yum dot repos dot d, and you have RHEL DVD, and what I will do, I'll not do SCP and all. I'll just simply copy. You can go here and etc yum dot repos dot d, sorry, etc yum dot repos dot d, and you have mrepo dot repo, right? And I will see vim also not there. The very first thing I will do, I'll install vim. So you have this repo go dot, so yum repo list all. You have a repo list, and yum install ins to install vim. So it will install my virtual machine, and sorry, it will install my VM editor, and it is asking me. I'm doing a virtual machine operations. Even I'll go for to enabled. You can say SSH also. So how it will be STDPD, both the things. So what I will do here, I'll go here and enable this also. So for that system CTL start STDPD enabled also I can do. So you can say system CTL is enabled, HTTPD, it is enabled. I'll go in where www.html and I will say vim index.html. I'll say this is my first VM and phx node 01, my first KubeVirt VMs. Okay, done. So if you come out here, if you come out from here also, this time you have done SSH only. So now if I go for to implement service, I can go for to implement service in this manner also, where it will be target port will be something like 80. Here also 80. And if you implement this apply -f. So it is saying something is needed here. What is that? Name. We can place that name, no worry. So we can say name. It is SSH port 22. Uh, it is also SADPD name STDP D 80, right? This is what we have enabled as of now, and I'm saving it. I'm applying it. So what will happen? OC get SVC service. So now if you say curl STDP, your this particular port on port number 80, try to access here. I'll give enter. Try to access here. So you are getting a VM, and I am able to set up the connectivity with my VM. Even though with root also we are able to log in. Student also, because I have to mention like I can say root. So that is also, please logging as this user, then root. They have set up the things. So I can go ahead in that manner only. Linux ADM, which we only created, and then sudo su hyphen, we are able to make it. So this is one VM we have deployed. This way I am deploying a second VM. Let's first understand this, and then we can go ahead with the second VM deployment also. Thank you.